Hi everyone, it's Robert over at Bloomington Acura Subaru. Today we're going to do the full delivery walkthrough video on this 2025 Subaru Forester Base model. So starting around the outside, just so you guys get a quick glimpse of what the base looks like. This one is finished in Horizon Blue Pearl. I gotta say, I like the new wheels on the base model Forester. Used to have to go to an optional package to get an actual alloy wheel, and it was not the prettiest. This one, though, looks really good. Couple notes: you have unpainted side caps on your mirrors, whereas some ones will have a painted black mirror, kind of like on this Outback here, just for comparison. You do not get any privacy glass on the base model Forester. It's one other good thing to know. Nice thing though, they do get these really kind of cool grayed out kind of matte finish on the emblems. And then the Forester is actually like embossed into the tailgate, which is really cool. So let's go inside and let's start the walkthrough. All right, so starting on the driver door, you have your window locks, your up down for your rear, your passenger. Your driver is auto one touch up and down. You have your door locks, and then your mirror controls right here. Just twist it left or right, and then you just go up, down, left, right, right there. Door handle, driver door lock right there. To open your hood, you have a little lever right up here in the driver footwell. And then we've got one button, which will be the dial for your interior lights at nighttime. It is going to be a manual driver seat. So to tilt the seat, you pull up on this lever here. This is the pump to raise and lower the seat. Not that you guys can really see it going up or down too much. And then you have the bar on the front. You're going to lift it up, and you can slide your seat forward and back. Now, I gotta say, these new Foresters, I love what they're doing with all the patterns and designs. I like this hexagonal shape here. I like the color. I like that it has this little bit of blue in the stitching as well. It ties in really nicely with this Horizon Blue Pearl paint. Let's hop inside. You do get a physical key instead of a push button start with a fob. So physical key, put it into accessory mode just so we can get the screens on and start going over everything. So on the left side of the wheel, you have the left and right arrows. These will cycle through your saved preset radio stations. Source will go AM, FM, Sirius XM, Bluetooth, just change all your music sources. The up-down button here will change your middle screen in front of you. So you have things like music, tire pressures, gas information, so on and so forth. Then you have your volume dial right there. On the right side, you have your cruise control on and off. You have your adaptive cruise increase and decrease for the following distance. Now, if you look on the screen here when I turn on cruise, well, it's giving us an error because the car is on, but you have this little symbol of a car and the speedometer there. If I push and hold one of the following distance buttons, it does turn to standard cruise control. So if you see the car, that means it's adaptive cruise. If you don't see the car, that means it's standard cruise control. And all I'm doing is pushing and holding on one of these buttons there. Alrighty? You have your active lane centering, then your intelligent mode and your sport mode. It'll show you right next to P for park. It shows I. You guys can see that. If I go to S, it says S. Like I said, that's just going to be right down here. Alrighty? Now, on the left side stem, you do have your headlights. So off, auto, daytime, then your full headlights right there. If you want them to go onto high beams, just push it forward. Alrighty? On the right side, you have your windshield wipers. So you pull the whole thing back towards you to rinse the windshield. Otherwise, you can do it up, and that'll just do it one time. Then you have your down once, which you can adjust the speed. Down again for your intermittent, and then down again for your fast for your windshield wipers. For the back window, you just rotate this cap forward or back. The very bottom and very top ones there will be for rinsing your back window. Now, onto the screen, the base model Forester does have the dual screen system here. You do have some physical buttons around and in between. So, home page, this will kind of look like, I guess now not really so much, but the old Imprezas and Crosstreks, but very simple and very similar to the big touchscreen anyway. You just have a few options up here, so radio, media, so Bluetooth. If you plug in your music, if you do want Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, it will appear in this top screen, but you do have to plug it in, so a little bit different. You do have the quick buttons, so radio, media, phone apps, quick way to get to them. And then the bottom screen will have some of your temperature controls and some more of your settings, which is kind of nice. For your temperature controls, you have on and off. You have your fan speed in the middle. You click this black bar here, that will bring up your modes, and then auto, recirculating, sync, AC, etc. The left and right, this will be your driver temperature. This will be your passenger, so you do get dual climate control. You have your rear defroster, front defroster, volume, tuning and scrolling for the radio, and then behind the sticker here is going to be your hazard lights right over there. Now down below, nice open space so you can leave your phone there when you're driving. You have the head jack, and then you also have the USB-A right there. Moving back, you have your gear selector. We have the electric parking brake, and then here's your 12 volt right over here, so right behind the cup holders. Now, underneath the lid, you can see it is, well, can't really see, it's a pretty deep storage lid. You do have a kind of felt piece at the bottom, but not on the side. So if you have stuff lent against it, it may rattle, but on the bottom there's a piece of felt down there. Up top, this one just has a standard mirror on it. There is a little lever, so at nighttime you can make it dimming so you're not getting blinded by the lights behind you. And then you've got sunglasses holder, pretty standard up there, nothing too crazy. You've got your lights, driver passenger, and this one here says door or off. If you have it slid in the door position, when you open your doors, the lights will turn on. If it's set in the off position, then these lights will not turn on when you open your doors. Now, visor, no light, you do still get your vanity mirror. And if we open it up, you can see we do have this piece that slides out. So if you're driving and you got the sun on your left side, very easy, you're not going to get blinded when you're driving. Now let's work our way to the back. On the back door, you do have your child safety locks right here. So if it's in the down position, it is locked so you can't open it from inside. Otherwise, it's off. You have your window, door handle, and of course your other door lock there. Now, in the back seat, nothing too crazy with the Forester Base. Really, the only thing you get back here is a little storage cubby, and then that's it. You don't get USB charging. You would have to go to the premium trim level to get that. Your seats do have this little pull lever right here. They are 60/40 for the folding split. And one other note, you do not get a cup holder in that middle seat. There's nothing in here. So if you do want cup holders, you would have to go up to the premium trim level there. Now, going to the back of the car, to open the trunk, it's going to be right between the E and the S. There's just a little button. You're going to click that and pull. Now let me get this little piece out of here. This might be a windshield shade. Now, in the back, good amount of space, nice and vertical on the sides. You do have a 12 volt outlet, some hooks, and then down below, if I pull on this little piece here, you have a little bit of storage space, and then below here you will have your spare tire and tools. If you do buy a cargo cover, it can sit in this little railing, right over here, and that would attach into the pieces on the right and left side, and you just pull and hook right in there. Now, to close the trunk, Doesn't get much simpler than this. All you have to do is just pull it down. On the passenger side, if you need to open the gas door when the car is unlocked, just push in on the door. It's just regular unleaded fuel, so I just use 87 myself. And then to unlock it, just twist it counterclockwise. To lock it, twist it clockwise until you hear it click. And then when you close it, just make sure that you push in all the way. Let's go ahead and show you guys the engine bay. As I mentioned before, to open the hood, just go to the driver footwell area and pull back on this lever. And then, kind of hard to see, but there's a little piece right here. We're just going to push that to the side. And then you do have a prop. So give me 1 second. So the prop clicks in right here. And then I just attach it right by the arrow. So if you're wondering where it goes, just look for the arrow that tells you the correct opening to put it into. Now, in the engine bay, I'm not going to go do anything crazy. Obviously, see your service department for any real questions, but the main things to look for are ones that have yellow caps or just yellow on them. So you've got your windshield washer fluid right here, coolant, oil. Your oil filter does sit on top, and then your dipsticks. If you are going on a road trip and you want to check your oil, there you go. Battery is also going to be right up front, so you've got a nice bright red cap over the positive terminal right there. Thanks so much for watching. If you guys have any questions, please leave a comment down below. As I mentioned in my other videos, I am doing a full tutorial video on each car and trim level for the Subaru lineup. So if you have anything else you want to see, let me know. And as always, thanks for watching.